Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to discuss Quant and its ticker QNT. None of the content is financial advice. Right now, the price of Quant over here is pumping up by about 4.5% over the last 24 hours, still under $100. In terms of tokenomics, almost 81% of the max supply is in circulation, has about 15 million max supply, of which 12.07 million is in circulation. Still under top 100 cryptos by market cap, ranked number 73rd spot. Although you can see the price and the market cap both are moving hand in hand, which is a good sign. Where whatever happens to the market cap over here gets reflected back in price. Essentially, that means that the impact of any new releases is quite minimal. In terms of the technical levels, the key levels in terms of Fibonacci and the 20-week simple moving average. First, the 20-week simple moving average is above $102. That means the price is below 20-week simple moving average and the 21-week exponential moving average. The exponential moving average is about $102.75, whereas the 20-week simple moving average is almost at $107. So that represents about $11 undervaluation in terms of the 20-week simple moving average based analysis. The Fibonacci levels of key area of importance, if there is a further upside, is first the 0.23 fib level drawn from the 2021 high to the 2022 low is at around $133. That 0.382 fib level is at around $190, and the third level, which could be much more meaningful if there is a prolonged bull run in the next 3 to 4 months, is $236. That's the 0.5 fib level. Unfortunately, as it stands today, the likelihood of Quant making a new all-time high is going down day by day, as the price is nowhere close to the 0.23 fib level at this stage of the bull run. In terms of the current machine learning based price forecast, if there is a non-euphoria bull run peak ahead of us, that is the non-euphoria 68th percentile one standard deviation bull run, if that is ahead of us in the next 3 months, the machine learning model trained on seasonal arima and the weekly average price action for Quant forecasts price action between $99 to about $155. That's slightly higher than the 0.236 and but lower than 0.382. But keep in mind, these are weekly averages. So for example, in September, mid-September 2021, the weekly average price at the top was at around $364, whereas the eventual top was at around $420 or so, $425. So there is about, you can see about in terms of percentage, about 20% tolerance to the upside. So if you add that tolerance to the upside in this case as well, with that kind of volatility, that gets the price action in the non-euphoria bull run peak from $155, add $30 to it, gets to the $187. So that 0.382 would be confluent with the non-euphoria bull run peak forecasted by the machine learning model, as well as the Fibonacci level based analysis at 0.382. The euphoria case for Quant, the 2 standard deviation 95 percentile bull run, if that kind of a bull run peak is ahead of us per this model, that machine learning based forecast points to a peak between $108 for this week and towards end of December at around $213. The $213, again, if we operate with that same tolerance level somewhere between 0.5 and 0.618, that could be peak between $233 and the $270. As it relates to the Fibonacci levels. The 3 standard deviation peak, if there is a 99.7 percentile 3 standard deviation blow off top kind of scenario ahead of us, where the euphoria case is, again, if that case also remains again gets challenged fairly early on. So for example, let's say if we are looking at early November 2025, and if that at that point, if the price action is much higher than the $170 level, and maybe closer to that 250 to 20 to 250 dollar level, then if there is a blow off top towards the end of the year, the 3 standard deviation case for Quant is at around $300, roughly speaking, still under the 0.786 at around $342, even after adding that 10 to 20% increment in terms of the candle bodies at the eventual peak. So that's the 3 scenarios. What remains most likely is, first, if the price action kind of builds a momentum towards this 1 standard deviation case somewhere, let's say till middle of November 2025, if the price action were to meaningfully come out of that between that 120 to $150 range, and if there is then from that point of time, if there is some euphoria, then the price action could go to that $220 level, coming somewhere close between the 0.5 and 0.618 fib level. That's the realistic scenario as I interpret that model. Again, not financial advice. In terms of regression based fair value, again, this pink line over here is the polynomial regression based fair value for Quant that currently comes at around $123. That means Quant is undervalued per this model again, but not severely undervalued at this stage. If it were to go slightly overvalued like it does in majority of the bullish rallies or in the wider crypto market like it did back in December 2024, that level is at around $213. That yellow line over here, the $213 gets you close to that 0.5 fib level again. If there is even more 2 standard deviation residual application, again, we haven't seen those levels since November 2021. If we go there, that $360 level, that's the 3 standard deviation machine learning based case, coming close to that 0.786 fib level again. So those are the 3 levels. First level to check if price action were to go back to its fair value, that $123 in the short term. If it does, then the second level is at again $213, and then if that happens, then we look at other levels. The time weighted average price model helped identify when the price was severely undervalued, where the price was lower than the blue line over here, like it was back in June 2022 as well as in July 2024 till about October 2024, then again back from March 2025 till about late April 2025. Right now the time weighted average price for Quant is at around $75. This line would be much more meaningful to watch mid to late 2026 in the bear market, to look for any bear market accumulation at the range lows. In terms of the regression based model applied to daily price action, again the same polynomial regression function applied to daily price action, the risk level is at around 12%. If it were to go to the intermediate level between 0.4 and 0.4 and 0.5 risk, the price forecasted in that scenario is between $170 to $205 level, slightly higher than 0.382 but less than 0.5 fib level. Last but not the least, the overall estimated bull run peak for Quant in this each weighted risk based models, the regression risk, the time weighted average price risk, and the simple moving average price risk. If it were to go to the max permissible ceiling, it's still theoretically possible to get at around $600 level if all of these risk based models were to go to the 0.95 risk. They haven't gone there yet. The weighted risk is only at around 0.16. So take that with a grain of salt. If it does happen, if the price does go to the $580 level, that would be still under the 1.618 fib level, which is at around $660 if there is a new all-time high for Quant in this bull run. With that, I would like to conclude. Hope you enjoyed the content. The most area of confluence as it stands currently is between the 0.382 and the 0.5 fib level, somewhere close to that 0.5 fib level, where the price action could top at around $200 and plus or minus $20. With that, I would like to conclude. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, give us a like and subscribe, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.